So, I started out as an employee. I actually worked as a barista at Starbucks. Who's trying to copy Starbucks here? So I was once an employee in Starbucks. I was getting stuff, and that's really where I learned that they can give a and eventually I became an entrepreneur. I joined a family business, and I became the I also wear many hats. So I'm also the honorary consul of Spain. So I represent Spain here in BICOL. I am a diplomat, apart from being an entrepreneur. And I am also a father of 6 children. Yes, I have 6 children. And 4 of my children and my wife already live in Spain. It's Spain of Husto. So I'm the one that comes back and forth from Spain. Next. So, I'm here to tell you how to build a local brand. Because I think one day, many of you will contemplate on building a business. Hindi ko ba? Meron tayo mga pangarap na maging employer, business person, entrepreneur. We all have amazing ideas turning into a business that is sustainable, right? And one day may become something like this. Okay? So I will share with you our history, our stories, and our formula. Hindi po ako mag-share po recipe namin, pero I will share with you our formula for success. Okay? Next. So, Beats started small. Now we all start small. Everybody starts small. Next. So we started, maybe you don't know this, but we started out as McDonald's. In 1982, McDonald's entered the country, right? And yung partner ko, yung may-ari ko ng Beats. Next. Yung po yun, sa ilalim, you know? Yung 3 ladies at the bottom are the founders of Beats. On the rightmost is my mother, followed by Nena Sinanera Vichara, and then on the left is Maricar Magmon. So these 3 ladies were best friends. Okay? They met in a tennis court, NAGA Central, in the 1970s, and then they ventured into many businesses. One was a fitness center. They opened a fitness center in the 1970s. Imagine that. And you wouldn't believe that in the 1970s, lahat po tayo payat. Wala ng mga overweight. So walang nag-enroll sa fitness program nila. So sabi nila, if nobody wants to come to the fitness center, mag-restaurant lang tayo para matagamin sila. Okay? That was the idea. They wanted to fatten up the Naging para may fitness center. So they together open McDonald's. Okay? So why McDonald's? Because obviously they wanted to make fun of McDonald's. Matulog na siya eh. Pinadali, ano rin to it. McDonald's, and they were just having fun. That's the first point that you have to remember. We have to have fun. Work has to be fun. And that's what they did. And so, in the late 80s, when McDonald's started to become popular, they were selling hamburgers, they were selling hot dogs, and they became very, very popular. So much so that McDonald's USA sent a letter, 6 letter, threatening McDonald's to opened above NAGA, Naging bakery on Barista Street in 1990 in Naga City. So that was really the birth of Beats. Kasi yung components, hamburger, yung carbs, that's when they started to introduce Beats. Right? Now, 2 years later, another international brand me, I'd suggest to the owners, ladies, you have to change your name again. Diba? Because this international company might sue you again. Right? So, the requires iron also because they're serving bigger portion needs. Mas malaki yung fried chicken, mas malaki yung spaghetti, mas masarap. Everything was bigger. So, we can appropriate name for the change team. So, next, it became pigs. Simply because our portion sizes are bigger, our smiles are bigger, right? And the experience is bigger. So that's how we became Big's. So Big's Diner opened its doors, or changed their name to Big's Diner in 1995. Next. So Big's Diner has gone through a lot of iterations, evolution. So we changed the logo in 2002 to what it is that you see right now. If you can see my shirt, it has the logo that we introduced in 2002. Okay? So the food also started to expand. We started to serve meals in statements. We started at one point we served pizza. So that was what Big's Diner was. Okay, but forward to 2020, we realized that we could not compete with multinational chains like McDonald's and Jollibee in the malls. Kasi kung pumunta pa kayo ng mall, lahat po nandun. Diba? Jollibee, KFC, McDonald's, Rizal, they're all there. And we realized, right, to make ourselves unique, differentiated, we had to get out of the mall. So in the 2020s, we started to construct standalone, freestanding stores. Next. That's what has brought us here, where we are right now. So the future of Big's are stores like this. Freestanding stores. These are huge, talagang Big's, right? We're talking about seating capacity of 200 people, or even 20 cars. Some like second floor. So I'm sure some of you say, Billy, yes, Big's TV, yes. Who has seen Big's Zipopo? That's a big store. Who has seen Big's Kamali? The restaurant with the most beautiful view of Mayon. That's another big restaurant. So our thrust right now is to go big stores. Now, I just showed you a chronological order of the evolution of Big's. Let me share with you now how we got here, because it was not easy. It's not easy for everyone. It's all about focus. Imagine, we are a 42-year-old company with almost over 1,000 employees, and yet we only have one brand. But you would think na kasi nagkatagal ng Big's, siguro ang dami na nilang brands, ang dami na nilang businesses. But we focus on one brand. In fact, we were the first franchises of Dunkin' Donuts in NAGA. You remember in 1995 when we first opened, maybe the teachers. The teachers, remember in 1995 they opened the first Dunkin' Donuts, that was us. But we realized, no, we have to focus on Big's. So we gave up the franchise. Next. So, I want you to remember this, that we say no much more than we say yes to opportunities. Right? And that has been what has made Big's thrive and become successful. Every time we see an opportunity, we're always tempted, always tempted. Sige nga, let's try this. Sige nga, let's try that. Let's do this, let's do that. And we remind ourselves, no. Focus, focus, focus. Clarity and focus. So this is the estimate of really overall focus. So we have iterated the plans. What we're doing right now in branding is continuously iterate. In fact, here what you see is our new logo, which is called the brand identity, and it is exciting. We spend a lot. We spend 3% of our sales in marketing. So the people we work with are not from here. Hindi sila Bicolano. Although Bernie Madura, who's here, is one of the reasons why this is where it is. Right? Sino ba nakakalam ng pinta? It is that yung composer mo dito. But we invest in partners, we invest in suppliers, we invest in creators. So this is now launching its new brand identity next month. Next. As you can see on the screens, this is the new identity of Bix. It's fun, it's lively, it's exciting, and it's going to take us to the next level. And this is a product of research. This is a product of trial and error. We have worked with many agencies. We have actually spent money on the logo, a lot of money. We said, no, it's not. We already paid for it, and we said, we're not going to use it. And then we went with another agency. We spent again until we found the right logo. It's really very expensive to get the right look for this. Next. Differentiation. In 1990s, when Jollibee was going to open in NAGA, my mother and her two partners were very scared. They were very scared. Jollibee is coming into NAGA. Normally, the knee-jerk reaction of a business person when a big brand like SM, when SM comes in, when Landers comes in, when something big comes in, the reaction of local businesses is to bring the price down. Nandiyan sa Jollibee, dapat mas mura tayo kay Jollibee. If you're a supermarket or department store, ay naku, parating yan SM, naku, dapat bagsak presyo tayo. Diba? That's the normal knee-jerk reaction of a local business when confronted with a bigger brand. Bring the price down. Things, we did the opposite. Diba? We did the opposite. Instead of bringing the price down, next, we brought the price up. Mas mahal pa sa McDonald's, everybody knows that. Mas mahal pa sa Jollibee, everybody knows that. Now you would think, oh, that's suicide. You're gonna kill yourself if you do that. You become more expensive than an international brand. Imagine, or more expensive than Kenny Rogers, or I'm not proud of this, okay? But it's a matter of differentiation. We had to be different. And this is what it is. It's fast food versus fast fashion. Fast food is what Jollibee is. Fast food is what McDonald's is. We wanted to be different. We became more expensive, but we also delivered more value. How? As you can see, when you go to Bix, your food is served where? On a steak plate. Freshly cooked, bigger portions. Experience, the store experiences, nakakaiba. Next. Don't you agree that when you walk into Bix, it's like you're walking into a refined dining experience, to a higher level of dining experience. Am I right? I hope you all agree with me. As you can see on the screen, that doesn't look like fast food, does it? So, because we were able to deliver on this experience, we were able to command a higher price. And the customers, they responded positively. Okay lang na mas mahal yung fried chicken and beans at Jollibee because we're getting this experience. Another thing that sets us apart is consistency. And this was the battle cry of my mother. Consistency. Now, there are a lot of restaurants, businesses, especially the food business, yung una mong tindahan nila, napakasarap. Diba? Pumunta ka po sa restaurant, ay, sarap ng kare-kare, sarap ng crispy bata, sarap ng spaghetti, diba? At binabalikan natin. Correct? And then, of course, naturally, yung may-ari ng tindahan, you think, wow, I have to expand. Kasi, ang dami pa lang, may gusto sa pagkain ko. Right? So the natural, tendency of an entrepreneur is to grow. That's when it becomes a problem. Or that's when it becomes a challenge. Is growing and making sure that all the stores that you open afterwards has consistency, product consistency. You won't be pinagpihirap. And that's what sets us apart from everybody else. Product consistency. You go to Big's Masbate, or Big's Sipapot, or to Big's Lipa, meron tayo sa Lipa, Batangas, you will always get the same fried chicken, the same tenderloin tips, the same hamburger. That's consistency. That's very, 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 very hard. Next. My mom's motto, my mother, who is up there on the screen, she would always say, hindi pwede, pwede na. Dapat pwede. You guys get that? We're coming up with a fantastic recipe that you can get from TikTok, that you can get from YouTube. Good recipes are very accessible, correct? You make it once, great. But try to make it every day. Try to make 1,000 of that every day across 26 stores. Good luck. That's the secret. Next. Now, one more thing that has kept us where we are, kept us going alive, it's innovate. Innovate, or die. If you don't move forward in it, I tell you, you die. The mix you saw 10 years ago is very because we continue seeing moving forward to come up with new ideas. It's very different. They open a new test. The test kitchen is called Beta. And there, so we continuously try to come up with dishes, nothing beats another in Plaza. So there, we're churning out new dishes. Because this is how we innovate and survive. And we also coffee is such a big thing. Everybody's drinking coffee. In fact, one of the really great local brands, Daily Joe, is also one of the speakers. Like to hear the story. But we also have introduced our coffee brand called Big's Coffee. And you will find this Big's Coffee in big stores. We are converting portions of the store into a coffee bar. So that's part of the innovation. We're always having new things. Next. Merchandise. As you can see, I'm wearing one of them. We are going to invest in merchandise. Right? So, it's not limited to shirts. We have tumblers, we have bucket hats, caps. So that's also another area of innovation. Next. So, another thing that you should realize is not to let a good price crisis go to waste. Ano ba ang ibig sabihin? May crisis, instead of complaining and not doing anything, we try to think, what can we do with this crisis? Diba? Like the pandemic. And so, the next crisis we had, which was the pandemic, we were able to generate an idea, next, which was frozen mixed products that we sold in LCC, SM, all the way to SM Megapol in Manila. We were selling mixed, frozen, ready-to-cook products. So prices for waste. Next. These are personal ethos or mottos that I would like to share with you, right, as the CEO and President of BICOL. Now, it's tempting to always be around people who are like you. Tama ba ako? Diba? You are gravitated towards people who are like you. Sometimes, who are not as good as you. Because you feel good. Tama ba? Everyone someone else. Less intelligent than you, less good looking than you, shorter than you feel better. Diba? That is the opposite of personal development. And become an entrepreneur, please remember these things. These are tenets. Diba? They're called tenets. So focus. You're going to have a business, make sure you are clear, you have clarity, you know your target market, you know who you are, and focus. Huwag yung shotgun. Diba? Hindi yung ready, fire, aim. Dapat, ready, aim, fire. Be different. As you can see, BICOL is different from all the others. We're not like, okay lang. Just make sure that you get up right away. And it's okay to break things and fail. And grow as a person. Itong grow na to is not growing weight. Grow as a person. Okay? So what I need you to do is you look around. And you're right. Mga barkada mo, tanong niyo, mas magaling ka sa akin, hindi. Kung mas magaling siya sa'yo, then, okay siya. You are the right company. At kung yung kaibigan mo, mas magaling ka sa kanya, anak mo. Look for somebody who's better than you. Joke lang. And then last is find talent. You cannot do this alone. Together, alone, you can go fast. Together, we can go far. Next. So, I invite everyone to come to BICOL Grande, which is going to be our biggest store in Concepcion Grande. Next. Opening in December. It's going to be very iconic, very different from all the other stores. It's going to be BICOL coffee, bike racks. It's something that we're very proud of and very excited. Next. Guys, remember, everyone starts small. BICOL started small. Slow. Don't feel disheartened. Like if everything seems so small, because everything starts small. Next. So guys, see you all at BICOL. Yes? Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Carlo Winaflor, the CEO and President of BICOL. This time,